Oh, welcome. We have Abigail here today, and Abigail has a condition called a port wine stain. It's not very common. It occurs in about 3 in 1,000 children, and it is present at birth, and so it can cause an emotional response in people. And Abigail was telling me a little bit about her struggle with it. And so tell us about how many treatments you've had, and how this impacts your life. And
I've had about 13 laser treatments all the time that I was 4 years old to 30 years old. So it has definitely been part of my life story, and lasers have come a long way. So I've kind of had a different experience from 4 to 30 and understanding how that has been, but it's an experience because it definitely turns a lot darker right after I have the treatment, but with technology it heals even faster.
Sure. And so with a port wine stain is when you're born, they're just smooth and a little bit pink, sometimes a little bit more purple, and that's where they got the name port wine stain. So it's port wine is a darker type of wine, and so over time it starts to get a little bit darker, and also can increase in texture, so it can get thick and even pebbly. So what's great is you said we've had some changes in technology, so now we actually have a lot of lasers out there that actually can help to improve the situation. The one we're going to be using today is called a, XLV, and it's got 2 wavelengths, 532 and a 1064. I know that sounds technical, but basically the 532 gets the superficial, the 1064 gets the deep. Now in our practice, we also have a pulse dye laser, which is a little bit longer wavelength, so it's sort of in between these 2 wavelengths that we can try as well. And then we also have an IPL, which is multiple wavelengths, which is not a laser, but it can get different depths as well. Because lasers can only go a certain depth, so port wine stains can be superficial or deep, so we're going to work with different lasers to try to get there. Okay.
I always say it's like the ocean. The deeper the ocean floor, the harder the light gets to it.
Oh, exactly. So you see, she's an expert in this because she's had multiple treatments. Now, were you getting most of your treatments in Dallas, or where were you getting them?
I have gotten them all over. I was in Pennsylvania, Dallas. I got one in Mobile, New York City when I lived there.
Oh, wow.
So
and
now I'm getting it in California.
Abigail is an image consultant. So if any of you need your image beefed up, or what else would you say?
Yeah, well, if you want to look and feel your best, know your best colors, fit, and style, I'm your girl.
Great. And so, if you want to contact her, just let us know, and we'll get you in touch with Abigail. So we're going to get started. Now, the thing with this laser, it is a little bit painful, and you said that was one of the things that was hard for you in the past. So I want you to know, if you're at contour, Abigail's already done a little bit of topical numbing to make it more comfortable. And we can also do Valium if it's, that helps to relax you. So we have all kinds of tricks we have to try to make you comfortable.
I have my tissue box for that. Yeah.
And like I said, this can be painful, and especially when you have something emotionally painful like a port wine stain, we can just work with you to try to make it not a horrific experience. Now, so when it gets to be too much, just say I need a break, and we'll just take a little break. So we have glasses to protect everybody's eyes here. We'll give these to Bill. We'll give them to Jake, and we'll give it to Abigail. Actually, we're going to give you the metal shields because that way we can work closer to your eye. If we give you the other ones, okay. That should take care of it. And we'll tilt your back just a little bit. So Abigail said she moved here for a guy. Tell me, where'd you meet him?
He was passing through Dallas on a trip, and he was best friends with who my sister was seeing. So it was like a blind date for my sister.
Fun. I love that. The old-fashioned way. Here comes this is just the gel.
I don't know if this will.
Yeah, I'll hold it on.
I'm gonna squint.
Okay, here comes a little bit of gel. Okay, and we're just gonna smooth this around. Okay. So is this the one?
He is the one.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you have any wedding plans, or is that not something you're looking at right now?
We are looking at it and figuring out with the state of the world, but I would love to get married in Italy.
Oh, that's a great idea. What part of Italy?
We're actually thinking Capri or Amalfi Coast.
Have you been to Capri before?
I haven't, but he has.
Yeah, I've heard that's beautiful.
Italian, so
Oh, wow.
I'm like, just swoop me up in that dream. I'm fine with that.
I love that idea.
Yeah, he's here. He's just waiting on me.
Uh-huh,
So
nice.
Be able to meet him.
Oh, good. I like it. Okay, let's test the laser here. Okay, so we just have to get it started here. So we're just turning on our laser right now. We hear a little flute sound when it's ready to go.
I kind of feel like these goggles might come off.
Oh, I'll protect them. This is taking a minute here. So it's just taking a minute. I don't know whether it's... there we go. We got our flute sound. Took longer than I remember. Okay, so we're going to get started here. Now you're going to feel a little snap, and I'll just do one test so you can feel what it feels like. There we go. How was that?
That was fine.
Okay, now I just
Not what I've experienced in the past. So.
Okay, so it turns a little bit purple. Okay. So was it more painful or less painful than what you felt in the past?
It is very much less painful.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking to see how much purple we're getting because I don't want it to get too purple.
I have one question. What is a Fort Wine stain? Is it like a birthmark?
It is like a birthmark, but it's blood vessels. So when you're born, your off switch for your formation of blood vessels doesn't turn off, and so you end up with this little blush on your face.
And it gets darker over time because those blood vessels come more to the surface.
Exactly. Okay, and then we're going to go down here and get these. I'm sorry about the cord hitting your neck.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people get what we call stork bites or salmon patches on the back of their neck. They're a little bit different. You're also born with those, and many people have them. A much bigger percentage of the population has those. And with those, the difference is they don't get bigger over time or thicker. Okay, now how have you done with this?
I'm doing actually surprisingly well.
Oh,
so
good,
this is
good,
a new
good.
Experience, so thank you.
You're a superstar. Because I know it doesn't feel good.
Well, hey, I'm filming. I'm such a superstar.
Okay, and did you want to do the little bit on your lip here since we're here?
I did put a little cream on
Oh, good.
that.
Let's do that too then.
It doesn't have to be on the lip, but just above the lip.
Just exactly, right above the lip, exactly.
No, I got lipstick for the rest.
There we go. Put a little bit of the gel on there.
Does it help if I move my lips?
Yeah, it'll help if you pull it down. Yep, just stretches it out a little bit. Perfect. And here we go. And this is a little bit more sensitive areas, so if you need a break, just let me know. Perfect. Okay, so that's your treatment for today. Now with lasers, what we do is we'll have Abigail here in like 4 weeks, and in 4 weeks we'll see how she did. We want to just check and see if you have any side effects like crusting or blisters or anything like that. And if you do, we'll go down in energy, but most likely we'll be going up in energy because I like to start low so we don't cause any major damage. Lasers are interesting because you want that sweet spot, that spot where you're getting a treatment. You don't want to be too aggressive where you get a scar, but you don't want it to be not aggressive enough where you don't get any result at all. So one of the great things here at Contours, we have lots of different lasers to treat lots of different things, and even for this one condition we have several lasers here that we're going to be working with. So thank you all for tuning in. Is there anything you want to say about the treatment or anything today?
It is worth doing because I don't have to let my birthmark kind of dictate how I look. I can kind of keep it under wraps. It's still part of my story, but that was a really easy treatment. So
oh, great.
You made it super easy, and I'm glad that it's even a possibility.
Great. Well, I'm glad you're here. And, you know, I think it's interesting because, you know, Abigail is so beautiful. And it's interesting how something not very major to the outside world can affect people, so have such an emotional impact. So If you have something like this, please contact us and we'll be happy to talk to you about your treatment options. And thank you for tuning in today. And please, thank you for supporting us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube as well. We're about to hit 100,000 followers on YouTube, so thank you so much for your support there. Abigail's been doing this. This is her 14th treatment. So with something like a port wine stain, it's superficial and deep, which requires many more treatments. So if you have something superficial on your face, you can get it done in a couple treatments. But with this is sort of a journey until we get where Abigail wants to be. And we have to get her ready for that wedding in Italy. So we've got some work
Sorry,
to do.
not everyone's invited.
Okay, thank you all for tuning in.